In the event you don't recall what it was like, what I would take you on the various tours, perambulations, peregrinations, locomotion excursions about the city and the streets and the bowels of New York City, specifically around the Hell's Kitchen area. If you forgot what this was like, this might perhaps be your chance for me to reacquaint you with this. I don't know how this is going to sound. I don't know if you can. Kids are great. I don't know if this is going to be able to. This cute. I don't know if this is going to be able to help you, but I'm going to do my best. I can't prove. I can't promise anything. I know there's going to be somebody yelling and screaming. Do this. Your Fahuzits isn't working. Your volume is wrong. Your focus, your ratio. What the hell? This is it. Because I had to get out today because this is wild. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to try to be nondescript. Get a load of this crew, okay? I don't know who they are, but I'm thinking cult, okay? I'm just saying. Now, before we go any further, I don't want to talk about Alex Clark or Vance or Bongina. I just want to get out. I want to show you a little bit about the West Side, take you to the Hudson River. Look at this thing right here. This is Pier 94. What is this man running from? Humans were never meant to run. Never. Never. We are bipedal, not quadrupeds. Check this out. This is Pier 94, Sunset Studios. This is ginormous. This has been in the makings for a while, and it's one of the latest, I think, not only aesthetic but cosmetic benefits to the West Side. Let me look at this. I'm wearing chromatic lenses, so consequently, I can't see a lot of the stuff you're writing, making sure I can see things. Want to make sure you're still there. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Sorry for the fingers. Now, if you hear a car careening out of control, if you hear brakes squeal, this is a West Side highway. This is death. This is death. Look at this. See that? This is where you really take your life in your hands. This is going uptown. This is where you take this all the way up to like Westchester. You hit the George Washington Bridge. I call this a West Side Highway. Some call it 12th Avenue. I don't know what it is. Oh, technically it's Joe DiMaggio something or other. Come on. Let me show you this. I don't recommend this after a couple of drinks. See that? It's those tight corners. Another thing, let me warn you. If you are, can you see these way back there? If you're ever in New York City, what you really have to worry about, what will kill you, believe it or not, are these e-bikes. These e-bikes making the deliveries. You got some Nigerian guy with a GPS and about 50 pounds of food and a lot of Chinese today. See, the cruise ships are over here. Either that or they're trafficked. I have no idea. But the cruise ships are right over here. See the entrance ramp? I hope this is on. Am I live? Can I get a 5x5? Can you give me some kind of an okay? Am I making any sense? Am I rambling incoherently? I mean, I can do that. It doesn't bother me. But look at this. A couple of years ago, this was nothing. Let me show you how far this thing goes back. This is where you go in the cruise ships. This is where I hear these things in the middle of the night, especially that obnoxious Disney. It's a small world horse shit. Or when you wish upon the star, or, I don't know. Anyway, let me look. Am I coming through? Am I coming through all right? I guess so. All right. I'll find out later. Even if it doesn't work, I'm just pretending that I'm making sense. You know what I mean? Gabish. So anywho, here I be. I'm going to sit down for a little bit. This, give you an idea of the perspective. West Side Highway is here. Pretty bitty, pretty big. Goes all the way downtown to the village, and then you catch the Lincoln Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel. This is Hell's Kitchen Park, actually DeWitt Clinton Park. Over here is Riverside. Beautiful. This is where it gets kind of groovy. Oh, I forgot to tell you, today is going to be the hottest day in I don't know how long. Now, coming from Florida, this is nothing. But they go batshit crazy. You got all these warning signs. Turn your air conditioner off. Tornado alert. Okay, now it's very cool. And I love the smell of manure. Manure and dirt and, you know, that earthy dirt smell. I'm going to find a place. We'll sit down and we'll chat. Give you a couple of thoughts. You know, I'm digging this part over here. It's just not. Oh hell, I'll walk over here. Let me show you. Let me show you the Hudson. Now, this is the Sunset. What's it called? Sunset Pier 94 Studios. It goes back deep into. See, we used to think this was a FEMA camp. Seriously, like a holding uh, pen or place for detainees. I'm not kidding you. Directly across from us, right here, my friends, is New Jersey. This is the Hudson, the grand Hudson, the brave, the proud Hudson. Look at it. I'm going to sit and talk and chat with you because I had to get away. Seriously, I don't know about you, but I had to just kind of look at this man. He's washing his feet. Okay. Foot care, foot hygiene. I always say critical, next to godliness, my friends. Next to godliness. I'm going to show you this nice little area here. I'm also checking to make sure am I still on? Yeah, I guess. Okay. No warning, no announcement, no nothing. I'm not having you go through this. I just can't talk about Alex Clark anymore. Just for now. Vance, not right now. It's a beautiful day. I've got to get out. I've got to enjoy this. I've got to kind of dig what's going on the wall. I don't know if I showed you this before, but this is one of the little pieces of art in this little park area. Check out that architecture. Isn't that great? This thing, we don't know what it is, but it's it's kind of a landmark. I'll meet you by the bottle that nobody can understand. Let me stop for a second. Let me look and see. What do we have here? Got about 148 people. That's good. 63 likes. Can I get any more likes? Is that it? Can I at least see some likes? All right. Let me tell you. Let me move this about here. Hang on a minute. All right, my friends. So anyway, here we are. And like I said, I don't know why I thought I got to get out. And I just wanted to just maybe, I think being confined to the bat cave, I'm kind of losing perspective a little bit, you know? And when I walk around here, I'm thinking to myself, you know, these people are all nuts. The TPUSA, the administration, war, geopolitics. We live in this world of, insanity where none of it makes any sense anymore. None. And we're kind of following a lot of these stories They're kind of interesting. I think they are. You and I know that this AI, purported AI message from Charlie was bullshit. Why they keep perpetuating this, I have no idea. It's going to be over before you know it. It's kind of fun just to watch these people squirm. It's also great to see my new favorite now is Dana Lesh. Dana Lesh is a woman who was screaming at the top of her lungs for no particular reason. Her conversations with the Bible and all of her admonitions, regarding Satan. Oh no, excuse me, no, not Satan. No, widows, widows. And How did she fall into that? How did somebody say, Dana, Lish, look, Lish, lick, look, you can't do this. You've been screaming, widow for the past hour and a half. You look like a goddamn fool. Stop, pardon me, damn fool. Gotta watch that. But you're gonna have to stop that. What do you mean? Dana, you don't know anything about the Bible. I mentioned today that it's like somebody screaming the instructions on how to change a toner cartridge. It's like, why are you yelling this? Did you go to ChatGPT? Did you say, give me every reference to the word widow? Let me try to adopt it. Let me pretend I understand what I'm saying. People are paying good. Imagine those poor women who spent that money, whatever the hell it was, to attend this biddy fest, biddy palooza. And Erica bolts after that. I'm not saying it's staged, but I wouldn't be surprised if that PDF file, look at this. See these here? These are the park police. Watch out. They're trained to shoot to kill. Good luck getting any instructions out of them. In any event. So Erica is after somebody yelled, hey, you're protecting, the pedos. She bolts. After these people spent good money, after hearing this harangue from Dana, and I thought to myself, how do they not know this is boring? Let me check. Can you see me? I can't see it. There we go. How do they not know this is boring? How do they not know? My friends, we have the usual. Let me see if I can do a couple of things here. We have more. Let me turn this around. You don't want to see me. Just get a load of this. How is it that these people do not really truly understand how this thing works? Does that make any sense to you? How did these people not know? Did I even allow anything involving, let me see, chats and the like? Did I do this? This is my phone. I have not done this in a while, so please bear with me. I'm a little, grandpa sometimes got to remind myself how to do this here thing. You know what I'm talking about? No, wait, what about that? How do I? That's not it. And let me see this. No, that's not it. Anyway, keep talking. Because normally I should be seeing some chats here, which I'd love to see, because your input is, oh my God, your input is, it's the reason God made Oklahoma. You are it. And I don't know if that makes any sense. No, that's not it. We don't want to end the stream. Anyway, keep, that's not it. That's not it. Let me try this. Maybe try this. No, that's not it. I'll look at my friends. Just talk. Let me talk. Let me work this thing out. In any event, check this guy out. What are these things? You know what I thought this guy was? I thought this was a brassiere at first, but it's one of those monitors. I thought this was like one of those mastectomy brassieres. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that horrible? Today I was at my local car wash talking to my friend, and we were discussing, of all things, men who think that they can define their sexuality or their gender. And I was going on and on about how I can't declare that I'm an onion ring. When I look up and who's in front of me, you guessed it. I'm not saying they were transgender, but as close to it as possible. Has that ever happened to you? What you have to do is you have to maintain this look like, yeah, I knew you were there. Yeah, I knew you were there. I get it. I knew you were there the whole time. Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again. But you don't want to go out of your way to make somebody feel ill at ease. But then again, it's a free country. And I don't know about you, but I keep going back. I keep hearkening back to the great words of Norm Macdonald, who asked the question, why is it that people feel pride over gender? How is it that people feel pride over, look at this, watch out, these people will kill you. It will mow you down. Thank you. I always say thank you for your service, no matter who it is. Dry cleaners, people at the CVS, it doesn't matter. This is, you can't tell the verdure, the green, but it's really, really nice here. Look at this, people staring, waxing contemplative. I think I'm going to sit on this rock, and I'm going to sit between a rock and a hard place, ladies and germs. I'm going to go back later. Oh, good news. Cross your fingers. Well, plans for Candace coming up later on the show. Talked to her and her folks yesterday. I'll keep you posted. And tomorrow, I talked to our good friend Zach Costello, a fine young man who I want to discuss as well. Anybody that you can think of, if you can think of somebody, let me know that you might feel might benefit from my wisdom, my unique take on this thing. So anyway, this is so great today. So great. I want to see your, how do I do this? I want to see your, pardon my finger, let me turn this back around here. I want to see how I can get your versions of this. That's not it. You know, I'm pretty good at this stuff for the most part, but every now and then something will happen or I will forget how to say, where was that configuration? What did we do? What was that all about? So this, no, that's not it. We don't want that. Let me see, what is this? I don't know what that means. We'll give that a shot. Maybe that did something. I miss your wisdom. And I know I'm doing something wrong. At any event, I'm not going to continue on with this harangue. I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to thank you. I wanted to get out. I wanted just to share some air. I hope you were doing well. I might do this again. If I pop up again, it doesn't matter. Remember, this is all experimental stuff. I dig it. Honest to God, I dig this stuff. I would much rather be talking to you than the finest people on earth. And I mean that sincerely. So I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's great. I'll talk to you perhaps later. And until we meet again, this is your new best friend, Lionel, saying comment as you see fit.